Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about a novel which I read some time ago. I really enjoyed reading it, and it was a very well written novel, and it was very interesting. I had known about this book since a long time, but I had not read it, so I started reading it and really enjoyed it. It's called The Memory Keeper's Daughter, a novel by Kim Edwards. I believe it's the author's first novel and was published in the year 2005. Anyways, the novel begins on a winter night in 1964 in the state of Kentucky in the United States of America. It's basically about a doctor called David Henry, who practices being a doctor. There's a blizzard since it's really cold, so this forces him to deliver his wife's two children who are twins at his own home. So what happens next is that one of them is okay, but the other child who is born is not well. He has Down syndrome. So the man, Dr. David Henry, is just devastated because one of his child is not well and has Down syndrome, and he does not know what to do. And his wife is also really upset. So what happens next is that he asks his nurse to take care of the baby. But what the nurse does is that she takes the baby and disappears into another city, and he does not know what to do. So the whole story revolves around Dr. David Henry and about the child who has Down syndrome. She goes to another city and starts living there and disappears, and the doctor does not know where she is or what she's doing or what she's up to. And then his wife thinks that their child is dead, although the child is still alive. And these are there are details given about all this stuff. So the child, they have another child who wants to become a musician. Anyways, so what happens next is that after this they have just forgotten about the fact that they have a child, and they continue living thinking that their other child who had Down syndrome is dead and is no longer in the world. But Dr. David Henry knows that that's not true, because he gave his child away to the nurse who just disappears out of the blue. And then Dr. David Henry passes away, and then his wife finds out that their child who has Down syndrome is still alive and well and is in another city, and she is shocked and does not know what to do or to expect, and she feels angry towards her husband who hid this fact from her, that her other child is still alive and is in another city. And then she meets the child and is very happy to do so, and that's what happens in the book. Actually, it revolves around the child with Down syndrome that's based in 1964 in Kentucky, and about how the mother of the child finds out that her child is alive after all these years, and right now the child is grown up and is a full adult and is living a nice life. So I really enjoyed reading this novel, The Memory Keeper's Daughter. It was a brilliant novel, and I really enjoyed reading it, and it was around almost around 400 pages long, and I really loved it. The Memory Keeper's Daughter, a novel by Kim Edwards. So, in the end, she finds out that her daughter is alive and well, and she's very happy to see that, but at the same time, she feels anger towards her husband, Dr. David Henry, who has passed away, and she does not know what to do. But then she meets her child, her daughter, I believe, and is happy to do so. So this is what the book revolves around, actually. So this was a very well written, nice novel, and I would like to read more books by the same author called Kim Edwards. Anyways, hope you liked the video, guys.